Pull your pain out of a box. Another Z approaches as you left your rear. You can hear their foot strikes as they land heavily on the ground. A few paces behind you, thud, stomp, whack. You can hear the runners, labored breathing. You would not exactly call yourself a cheetah when it comes to speed-oriented foot races. However, after 26, or was it 27 odd miles, you're not going to let another Z beat you at the line in front of all your friends and family. You're so close that you could taste the cold soda waiting for you and ice in the aid tent. You surprise yourself with your sprightly burst of speed. Off you go. Your legs turn heavy, but steady as you make progress through the density of the air. The other Z is many paces back now, and you are nearing the line. The finish passes by in a blur. You cross the line, glance at the finish time. 3:17. Not too bad, you think. Someone grabs your race number and timing chip. Another person places a medal around your neck. You stumble 5 feet away, just out of the line of the other finishers, and unceremoniously sprawl out in the damp grass. Your loving other Z races over and hugs you. You are having an out-of-body experience at this point as your mind attempts to catch up with the relative stillness of your body. You hear words, but they pass around you like mist on a warm summer morning. An old bearded man approaches, a much older Z who is volunteering at the race to share in reliving the experience. It is chilly out, a light rain has begun to fall, and he brings you a cup of warm soup. You thank him for the soup and gobble it down, barely tasting anything but the much-needed salt. Wow, I was hungry. Thank you, you say. Now just kick back and enjoy your runner's high. You are back in reality, sitting and watching the other Zs as they finish. 3 cold drinks around you and a few slices of pizza await you. You sit and chat with your other Z. You converse about the day's joys and obstacles and comment on the incoming runners. Your work is over. You can go home and enjoy the emotional and physical rewards of the day's toil. As you stand up to leave, you remember about the pain and the lockbox. Let that pain out. It is okay to deal with it now. You have the night to drown out its yells for attention with fear. You can always buy a new car. You change your clothes and worm your slimy, mud-covered body back into the pajamas that you wore to the race site. The pajamas feel cozy but slightly out of place with the midday sun and clammy skin. You say goodbye to your friends and head home. Halfway through the trip home, you stop at a gas station for sustenance and pick your favorite treat, sour gummy worms and tomato juice. You step back into the car and let out an audible gasp and gag as you realize that your car smells like a rotting muck hole. Remind yourself, I can always buy a new car. Maybe you will be one of those really lucky Zs who just does not own a car. You will always have to find a ride to races. However, this is why you have mom and dad Zs. They may not appreciate the grown-up Z child's passions. Your parents may grumble to choose this over more lucrative or productive ways to spend their time. However, you will bond closer with them on the drive to the race, and you will find that they are the cheapest and most loving, forgiving taxi drivers in the world. Once you have managed to find your way home, then take a warm bath. Ask your other Z politely, will you make love to me gently, perhaps like a school bus ride? Your other Z will raise an eyebrow at the odd analogy, but will nevertheless understand this comment, and you will not have to do anything other than lie still and enjoy the ride. This is the one time in lovemaking when this approach is acceptable. Smile, as you have truly earned your afternoon delight. Crawl out of bed after your nap and open a 6-pack of good beer. IPA preferably, or if you are hungry, an oatmeal stout. Sit outside on the porch, savor bottle after bottle. Remember, you are teaching the pain that you let out of the box a lesson. Doze off serenely and enjoy the best night of sleep that you have ever had. Repeat. Wake up at 11 a.m. Pull yourself a shot of espresso, fry 2 eggs, and butter some toast. Open your computer, sign up for your next marathon. That concludes the reading of Z's Practical Guide to Marathon Racing Tips and Techniques. Thanks for your time. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I enjoyed creating the work. And most of the pictures were created using Photoshop images, and then they were transposed on a watercolor paper and then painted over, and then brought back into Photoshop and re-digitized again and manipulated.